What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to another edition of Down South Sports Fanatics. I want to welcome everybody who's joining us. Of course, I got to introduce my co-host. What's up? The hard truth himself. What's up, Mr. Pancho Gonzalez?
What's going on, man? It's a good Tuesday, man. At least we didn't lose this weekend.
Like in the hat, like in the hat, like in the hat. And of course, you know the voice himself. What's up, Mr. Dave Robin?
What's up, man? I think we saw the Pelicans maybe turning a little bit of a corner last night, man. I'd love to talk some Pels, man. That was a hell of a game.
And we all know the producer himself, Fatty, the great one. What's up, Fatty?
What's up? The wizard
What's
behind
up?
the
So look,
curtain.
let's dive into it, y'all. We had a bye week. Hope we got some bad news today. Michael Thomas has been on a 3-week IR. We don't know how that plays into the offseason, adjustments and stuff like that. I'm gonna lead off with you, Dave. What you think they need to do in this? What you think they did in this bye week? Some adjustments, some things that need to change.
I mean, obviously, we always talk about it. Bye week comes sometimes at a perfect time, and I think it was for the Saints, man. It's kind of like right there, a little past midseason. You got to make some adjustments on that defensive side as far as covering the middle of the field. It has to be better. You can't allow these quarterbacks to keep taking off. We got to stop these chunk plays. Offensively, I think it's real simple. I mean, just move the football, as far as being balanced. I mean, just working on, I think, obviously we talked about Taysom. Taysom has touched the ball. I mean, Derek Carr had time to heal. We got to fill a hole by Michael Thomas. I mean, I think it's a prime opportunity for a guy like Shaheed, possibly to step, or A.T. Perry, possibly to step up in that receiving core.
I agree with you, Dave. Yeah, look, let me send a shout out right quick before we move on to Poncho's thoughts. What's up, Steve? What's up, Lance? What's up, Ryan? Thank y'all for joining us, man. Make sure y'all share the link. Poncho, let me get your thoughts on it. What you think they did in the bye week to make some adjustments?
I mean, to me, getting pressure on the QB was a big deal. Cam Jordan was holding up his end. We couldn't get anything from the other end. So hopefully Pierre-Paul does something. Will he come in and make a splash? No, but he will come in and give you some hard plays, some hard downs. That's a big move, and hopefully, Derek Carr can get it together with his shoulder. If not, I haven't heard an update on it. I don't know if James is going to start this week or what. But who knows? I mean, hopefully it gives the other team some somebody to prepare for, to give them a little.
Maybe Fatty can give us an update on the situation at quarterback with the injury with Derek Carr. See where it stands. I don't know if they announced who's going to be the starter this week or not yet. It's still early in the week. I don't know if Derek Carr is going to practice tomorrow or not. I guess we'll have to see. I think the main focus with the bye week and my thoughts is I think they're really I agree with Dave. I think the focal point should have been on defense. This defense has missed a lot of tackles, been out of position, penalties. It's been insane. Dave talked about it and Darren talked about it last week. We can't continue to keep getting penalties on the third down and extending drives for an offense. We can't do that. Go ahead, Dave.
No, I agree, man. And the penalties on Richie, on both sides, too. I mean, not to single out Morrow, but, he had a huge penalty that last game that killed that drive early on. And, we've seen other guys. I mean, it ain't just Morrow. I mean, we've seen false starts by the receivers a ton. We've seen, holding penalties at inopportune times on offensive line. So, I mean, yeah, dude, like you said, the penalties have to be cleaned up. I mean, Darren was right about that. You lose games like that, man. Close games can be decided by penalties,
Yeah, go ahead, Pancho.
Yeah, I mean, especially with momentum killers, if you're trying to sustain the drive and you're constantly getting flagged, it's a drive killer.
Pancho, before you, I don't want to cut you off. Go ahead. I mean, go ahead, bro.
What, we still ranked average, 10th to 12th in the league. Holding up, average, 18 points a game? I mean, he's still pretty stout. I mean, Demario Davis is rated one of the best linebackers, if not the best linebacker in the league. It's just, it has to come together. More pressure. You need to get it more pressure. Hopefully JPP does something there.
Yeah, I mean, look, I agree. What's up, Lance? What's up, Scott? Thank y'all for joining us, brother. Yeah, I mean, look, we on the offense side of the ball, I think losing Michael Thomas is going to hurt you, especially on them in cuts, moving the change on third down. I think we signed Marcus Callaway to the practice squad. I think at least he knows the offense. I think that'll help out a little bit. I don't know how fast we're going to get him dived in. It may be this week. I think you can get a lot of the rookies more involved And it's just the talent. I just don't want to be in the same situation we were last year at receiver.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, Callaway was your number one receiver. That's what Jameis Winston was throwing to. And now he's a guy who really, you're picking him up off the street. He went to Denver, I believe, and didn't make that roster. And you're picking him up on practice squads, and he's not going to be anything, phenomenal.
Well, look, Dave, look, Lance just commented this defense has no speed. Do you agree with that?
I think they're lacking speed a little bit at linebacker at this point. Look, as great as DeMario is, I think he's getting older. I think around the edge, Cam obviously lost a step. And those safeties to me don't run particularly well. So I think, look, speed is absolutely a concern. I would say so.
Fatty, I want to get your opinion because I know you read articles and stuff. Do you think the defense is getting old?
Yeah, they're good enough. They're better than some defenses in the league. I think their strongest point is they can adjust better than any team in the league.
And you said that plenty of times that they seem to adjust.
I'm sticking with that because my point's been proven. First half they crap, they come out, they make the right adjustments, and they do great.
Well, look, Ryan just said, pointing back to the offense, Rashid and Olave are the future receivers for this team.
It's possible, man. I'm really excited about Rashid, man. Look, Olave and Carr looks like that thing's kind of behind him, but Rashid, dude, he's a guy I want to see just more. I don't know if they're not running him enough routes out there because he kind of, he disappears. Let's be real. He's, he'll have big moments and he disappears. So I don't know if that's play calling out, if that's him learning routes. Well, but seeing more of him is going to be nice.
Me and you've been back and forth on Olave, Dave. I want to give Pancho's opinion on it because me and you've been back and forth. Pancho, where do you stand with Olave right now? Do you consider him a top receiver in this league?
Yeah, he has all the potential in the world. You see what Jameis did come in and Olave just went off. So it's the matter of do you target, do you throw his way, you don't throw his way. That's in any quarterback's world. You get with Pat Mahomes and he'll get with somebody on the side and say, look, I'm working with you on this drive. Or, he gets with Kelsey. He gets locked in. Again, we're so used to the Drew Brees of getting 10 to 11 receivers involved in the offense. And what we're seeing now is you're only going to see one guy heavily involved and then a sprinkle here or there. So you're not getting the more balanced across the field. You're getting dominated by one receiver and then mediocre by everybody else.
Look, I agree with that, Pancho. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Joshua. Thank you. He sent a happy Thanksgiving to everybody. He said
awesome,
Joe Brady.
Man. Happy Thanksgiving, man.
He said the return of Joe Brady as Bills OC. Dave called that.
I know somebody on here was saying something about Ken Dorsey since like the first episode this season. I'm just gonna, beat that dead horse a little bit. But look, the play call, and you watch that Bills game, it's a different animal now. I'm not saying it's all going to come together in 1 week, but it looked a lot crisper. You know what I'm saying? They put Allen, to me, just you see a lot of West Coast stuff going on in that offense, man. And they get Dalton Kincaid involved, dude. But that Bills team's going to be one to mess with going forward, dude. I think that was the right move, getting rid of Dorsey.
I think that was the right move on him. And I was surprised today with yesterday, actually. Well, actually, was it this morning, the release of the coordinator for Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teams ain't screwing around, man. Teams. Hey, look, we saw Shaq Leonard release today or yesterday. There's a lot of moves. Teams are getting impatient with players, coaches, whatever. It makes Saints fans wonder, like, how far is that, going to go with Pete Carmichael if we have a delay in age?
Pancho, were you surprised by that? Because I know you're a fan of Mike Tomlin. Were you surprised? Because he normally don't do that in season, firing somebody.
Yeah, well, it's just not that. It's the organization in general. So ideally, you don't want to cut somebody in the middle of the season. That you have to be at the bottom of the bottom barrel to make that decision. If you feel like you're there, you only can go so low. So at this point, they had to make a decision. You're seeing too much of Derek Carr up and down and no consistency. So that can be a bad thing for Carmichael.
Yeah.
It is a bad thing because you need consistency somewhere. You can't have a bad game, good game, bad game, good game. It's just there's nothing there. So
it's funny you say that because Stephen Buchwald just commented. He said the offense is wishy-washy, inconsistent. The inconsistent play calling. I agree, it is.
I think it comes down to that. I mean, dude, I've argued, listen, man, the Derek Carr thing, I mean, this guy's still having a decent year stat-wise. He's not bottom. I mean, we're treating this guy like we're well under 500, and he's bottom barrel in stats. He's pretty much in the middle of the pack in most passing categories. And, I mean, listen, I'm not saying he's what we want him to be for $150 million, but we can't hit the panic button just yet. We need this guy's your quarterback this year and probably next year. So, I mean, but to me, like the lack of using Taysom Hill in certain games, I mean, the fact that we don't want to do screens nearly enough. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Michael Thomas running the wrong types of routes for Michael Thomas, not, slanting people to death like he's been doing most of his career. I mean, it's just been a lot of – I mean, how many times have we seen receivers in the same vicinity on a pass? I mean, I think there's a lot of things that need fixing. I mean, and it points to Carmichael. It also points to Dennis Allen as well. I mean, because, look, he's the one calling the shots on the defensive end, and we're falling into this hole every freaking week on the defensive side of the ball.
Tell you what, man, I talked about it with Dave earlier, and Pancho, I don't know if you agree with Fatty. I watched the whole Denver game, and then that play calling, it reminded me of the Saints so much. It was like, wow, this is just like watching.
The difference between now and what used to be. See, Sean Payton, you had Darren Sproles, you had Reggie Bush, you had Pierre Thomas. You always had these inside, outside guys that would speed. So at the beginning of the game, you drew the screen plays. You went through you did the wide receiver
screen
sweeps. You did all the misdirections to get the line, the defensive line that was slow down. And now all you see in them right now is running into the tooth of the defense from the first down and not wearing the defense down at all. You're not giving them. You're not throwing outside at all. To you got Rashid, you got speed there to do it. You just got to throw the ball outside.
Yeah,
pace them run to the outside like you normally
is. Well, look,
and just get them defensive ends and the defensive linemen, wasted downs for them basically.
Yeah, I mean, look at some of the comments. I mean, Lance says, the offense looks scared to throw the ball down the field. Ryan says it doesn't seem like the team is playing for its coach. I mean, there's multiple things that we can point our finger at here.
Yeah, there's a lot of mistakes going on, man, with this team. It's just it seems like they always, whether it's a penalty, a missed block. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like we can't. I mean, fans are narrowing down. Look, the quarterback's going to get the blame most of the time, or the defense. But I mean, look, dude, there's times where guys are dropping passes. We're seeing, on screen plays, that Eric McCoy play last week, where I mean, he whiffs on that screen. I mean, if he makes that block, Kamara might have a 30-yard gain the way that screen was set up. So I mean, there's a lot of mistakes. Groupie with some missed field goals. Headley with some clunker punts. I mean, we've seen some just stupid things happen that have cost us ball games. I mean, we should never really lost that game in Houston. You could make an excuse on that one, that it came down to a couple bonehead things. But, I mean, we're finding ways to lose games, and good teams don't do that.
I would agree with you, Dave. The penalties and the inconsistency on offense is hurting the team. But if you look at the teams that we've lost to recently, those teams are thriving right now, man. We lost to Houston, they're thriving. We lost to Minnesota, they're thriving. These teams that we're losing to, we thought that we can beat, aren't bad teams.
No. Look, Minnesota surprised us.
Teams either. They're not. They're not great teams either. I mean, they're teams. There are two teams.
I think Houston's going to make a noise in the playoffs.
I know, but they're still finding themselves. They still getting them together.
Absolutely, agree.
So, honestly, we had the weakest schedule in the league, and we played down to every opponent that we. Well, played.
We said that. We said we had the weak. But Pancho, I think I don't know if you agree with me, Dave and Fatty. We said we had the weakest schedule going into it, but these teams are proving to be pretty good teams.
Right. I agree with that to an extent. Yeah.
It's professionals. It's NFL.
Yeah, I agree. But
look, now I want to say this. I know our boy Chris Knowles ain't on here, but I think he wanted to. I was waiting on him to come on here tonight just to mess with Pancho about that Houston Texans prediction, man. Because
I did say we did. Pancho, you said 5 games. You said 5 games, Pancho.
I mean, that's what everybody was giving. I mean,
I didn't. I said they would have a good season.
I think I don't know where. I'd love to go back to those shows because I'm not gonna lie to you, dude.
Don't get me wrong, Pancho. I wasn't far off from you. I wasn't far off from Pancho.
Oh, we were maybe like I want to say most of us were in that 7 range, maybe 7, 8.
I
agree with Pancho. I still had Jacksonville winning the division.
Oh look, let's be real. I mean, no offense to Chris here. Houston's not going to a Super Bowl.
You can tell me they were going to win 8 games with a new coach with all these new players coming in. That was Any knowledgeable football guy wouldn't predict 8 games. That'd be a hard stretch.
Hey,
we were all. I think we were all at 8. We were all right around there.
Why is Darren saying what's up, fellas? Isn't he supposed to be on?
Yeah, why is he in here?
He's creeping around like a rapist in the comments. What's going on? Where's he
coming
at?
in through the back.
Oh, all right, there he is. I was like, what y'all saying? He's in there, like,
guys, like just like that. You have to take your L on the Bryce Young deal too. Then I mean,
yeah,
dude, come on. Let's say I just want to take a minute out how right this podcast has been on some shit as opposed to some of these other knockoff podcasts out there. Because listen, dude, Bryce Young, we were all kind of in agreement on that. I would say we said we didn't like Frank Reich over there. We didn't like giving up what they did for Bryce Young. You know what I'm saying? You're giving up DJ Moore, who would have been a great receiver for this guy to have. I think it's been a total disaster in Carolina, dude. I mean, they've actually absolutely fallen on their face.
Frank Reich's going to get fired before the season's over with.
Oh, he will. They should have never got rid of Steve Wilkes. They had a good thing going defensively. They should have not tried to switch to this Bryce Young, ultra-fast Top Gun offense that they don't have the pieces for. I mean, you got Miles freaking Sanders, Jonathan
we were
Adam Thielen.
We were right on a few things, and we passed mid-season. We was also wrong on a few things.
I'd love to go back.
We also said Atlanta would be a lot better than what they are right now too.
Well, hey, look, I mean, Atlanta's still hanging in there, dude. There's a big, we gotta handle business with these guys.
They're going back to the original quarterback. How good is it? What?
I think it's a lose-lose situation, Rich.
I was a Ritter hater from when I attended the Falcons game. I think it was last year.
Yeah,
when he threw for 80 yards total or 90 yards total the whole game, and like just not even that, just watching him, he didn't belong on that field.
No. And he makes some horrible choices. It's I
got a question for you, and this is gonna go to Dave because I'm gonna make a point after it. Who do you think right now in the NFL throws the ball more than anybody else?
What team?
Yes.
Shedeur Sanders.
NFL.
I thought you said more than a college and NFL.
NFL.
Good choice. So in college, right now, the player with the most passing attempts this season in the NFL. Is that what we're going with? I would say it's one of two guys. I would have to bet on Dak Prescott or Josh Allen.
Nope.
Who is it?
I go Tua.
Sam Howell.
Sam freaking Howell.
Yeah,
sounds like a fucking hockey player.
You seen that, Pancho? You seen it?
Sam Howell is.
Pancho, what you thought when you seen it? Didn't that shock you?
Yeah, I mean, just when you ain't got
freaking Eric Bieniemy.
I told you, I've been on Howell, dude, for a long time, man. I've been saying this shit last year. F. Kenny Pickett, F. Malik Willis. We could have went and drafted Sam freaking Howell, dude. The Saints could have had that guy many rounds.
I tell you what, I can see Eric Bieniemy being the head coach of the Saints if this goes south.
Shit, give me Sam Howell and Eric Bieniemy. I'll take it, man.
Well, let's dive in a little bit to
I don't think it'll happen, but hey.
Let's dive into a little bit to last night's game. Pancho, I know me and you follow, Kelsey a little bit. I'm a Patrick Mahomes fan, and all y'all know that. And Dave, you keep up with all that. What is going? Andy Reid? I'm telling you, I think Andy Reid's an all-time great coach, but he has absolutely failed his great quarterback.
David, tell you my thought on that one. So
yeah, dude, I mean, look, they're gonna have Taylor Swift running routes next week. I mean, because this receiving core is absolutely terrible right now, man. Like I don't know. Kadarius Toney was an epic failure. I mean, I knew they had to give him an opportunity. He's been hurt so much they've given him a chance. But Sky Moore's been a bust. Valdez-Scantling's a number 5 receiver on most teams. I mean, Rashee Rice I think's got potential, but I mean, with Kelsey banged up, dude, it's not about Mahomes being figured out. I mean, dude, if you watch this guy play, he's the best quarterback on earth by a wide margin.
I agree.
If you watch him and Jalen Hurts, it's not even close.
I agree. What's up, my boy Jerry Drain? What's up, my boy DJ JD?
Like Jalen Hurts shouldn't be mentioned in the same paragraph as Patrick Mahomes. I mean, and I don't like to get into the give this guy this, or what if this guy had that. But I mean, let's be real. AJ Brown and Devontae Smith were in Kansas City. I mean, that dude's putting up, epic numbers.
I said this. Thank you, Ryan. That's 100% fact. The Chiefs have the most drops in the NFL. That's a fact.
Oh, absolutely.
By a long way. And let me tell you this, and this is the honesty, and I'm being honest when I say this. Their receiving core is worse than our receiving core from 2 years ago.
It's like Not even close. Yeah, not even. Oh, you mean from 2 years ago? Yeah,
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Probably. Yeah, I would say that. Yeah.
I don't think there's a receiver now. I know Kelsey.
Giants are pretty goddamn bad.
I don't think there's a receiver on this team that can start on another team.
Well, who's that on the only guy I would salvage out that whole group is Rashee Rice. I mean, that's the only guy I would salvage. Everybody else, I'd send him back.
On that drop pass by Scantling, that should have been his route. That should have been Rice's route.
Yeah, he's the only one there that has some kind of future, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not saying to be a superstar now, but I think he'll be around. He's a decent enough talent.
but
go ahead, Pancho.
So the bad thing is salary cap league. You only got so much money to go around, so you can't if you don't draft good, you ain't getting good. So that's why the Chiefs are fighting this cycle of they can't really get the top-notch veterans because they can't afford it. They have to go through a draft.
Are they still making the playoffs?
Oh yeah, that team's they're still a threat to win the Super Bowl. Absolutely.
I mean, any team with Kelsey on it, man.
You saying Super Bowl, Dave?
No, they still. I'll tell you what's really good about the Chiefs. I know they lost last night. Their defense is really good.
I don't think they get out the first round.
I mean, okay, so right now in the AFC, who would? I mean, who's got the best record? Baltimore or Kansas City?
I would take and call me if I'm wrong. I would take Houston over Kansas City right now.
I'll say this, and Chris is going to hate me saying this, but Houston will not make listen, it's like Pancho said, it's a lot of different changes. It's a nice story, but I don't think this is the 2006 Saints here. Like, I don't think they're going deep into the playoffs. Houston, if they get to the playoffs, I think they're going to be a one and done, but it's going to be a great experience for these guys. I don't think they're up there. I still think Buffalo's a really good team. Baltimore knows who they are as much as any team in the league.
I don't know, Fatty. Pancho, you agree with Darren's comments? He said KC's still number one.
San Francisco's number one.
Yeah, you can't bet against Andy Reid. He's one of them. He's one of them guys like betting against Mike Tomlin sometimes. Some things you just can't. The odds are against you if you bet against it. So, now is with Pat Mahomes, and the Chiefs putting out their offense, is it as pretty as it used to be? No, it isn't. So. Again, that's what I was trying to tell you. The Saints comes back around. You can't afford to pay Tyreek Hill the money that you needed to pay.
Yeah, I agree with that, Pancho. I mean, look. Hey, what's up, Shane? What's up, Randy B? What's up, y'all? Y'all make sure to join us tomorrow night.
And then the guys that Pat did make, the Pringles and the Mecole Hardmans of the world, they went and signed elsewhere for more money because the Chiefs couldn't match it. And so
those guys were garbage there. Those guys
aren't there. So basically you have to keep reinventing the cycle every 3 years.
Randy said when you said playoffs with Saints, he said playoffs. You really said playoffs?
No, I know it, man. No, dude. I don't think I know me and Pancho always joke with this. I don't think nobody's figured out Mahomes. There's nothing to figure out except that he's the best quarterback in the league by a wide margin. And I mean, to me. Dude, like he's just if you're watching this game, or like most games where they're in a game that's close or a game that they lost, it's a lot of mistakes. It's bad routes. It's balls being dropped.
But Dave,
Kelsey hasn't been 100%.
Listen, I trust you, Dave. You know all NFL rosters. I truly know that. But you tell me, all the teams. If you pick the top 4 teams in the AFC, the top 4 teams in the NFC, what do all them teams have in common? They at least got a number 1 receiver on their team.
Yeah, I mean, look, I've always made that argument. You can win a Super Bowl without a legit number 1 receiver. It can happen. It's hard for Kansas City because you got this great quarterback. You got this epic all-time, one of the top 3 quarterbacks of all time already, in my opinion. You got this guy, and it's like you got a badass, freaking Corvette you just bought, and you got a speed limiter of 70 miles per hour. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's silly, dude. It's like buying a brand new swimming pool and never going swimming. It's insane, dude. Like, you got to get Patrick Mahomes guys.
I get what you're saying that, but do we buy into Philadelphia? Is Philadelphia really that good? Because they just not.
They're good. They're good. I think they're a very deep team. They have one of the more talented rosters. I still like San Francisco a little more than them, top to bottom. And I think Purdy.
But let me ask you this, because Pancho always comments about injuries in the NFL. Pancho, why is it when people talk about the 49ers, which Dave is talking about them, but they say they have to be 100% healthy? Can't you say that about every team? Why can't the 49ers win with a few injuries?
I mean, that's what every team is, especially here.
Yeah, but what I'm saying about But what I'm saying about it, Pancho, but what I'm saying about it is, like, when key injuries to 49ers players, they fall off a cliff.
I know, but some teams, some players they tend to get hurt because their style. Debo's the way he runs, the McCaffrey's the way they run, and it's just you have to understand that the 49ers are getting everybody's A game. I understand that everybody's professional at one point. They're professionals, but when you play the best team in the league, you're giving the extra effort. So in return, they are receiving everyone's extra effort, and so they might get tired a little bit faster than the next guy just because of they always got a bullseye on the back.
So you agree? So you agree with Jerry? He just said Miami's better than KC.
I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I think there's no way I'm taking Tua over Patrick Mahomes in a playoff game.
Yeah, you put them up 1-1. One game winner take all. You can't go against that.
But Dave, don't you think? But Pancho and Dave, don't you think this is going to come back to haunt the Kansas City Chiefs with all these drops?
No doubt about it. I mean, listen, they didn't have Tyreek last year, but the biggest difference, Pancho talks about Kelsey a lot, and it's right. He's the biggest difference because he's not 100% right now.
Dude, they was triple teaming him. Somebody's got to be open.
And that's up to Andy Reid. Now, I'll tell you this. I trust Andy Reid as good as he is to figure that out, to what kind of adjustments he has to make. But, I mean, let's be real. These players have to catch the football. Look, I want to say something about the San Francisco comment.
Yeah,
I'm going to go out on the limb and disagree a little bit. I think San Francisco can handle a major injury better than any team in the league. I think you – and I'm explaining – and I could get on that while I explain this. Why? Because, okay, we've seen Deebo Samuel go down. They kept their heads above water. They got Brandon Ayuk. They got George Kittle. Their running game, McCaffrey, I mean, he's really the key. He's the MVP of that offense. But you have good backup running backs as well there. With Mitchell, with Mason. You got a really good offensive line across the board. You got pass rushers. You got guys in the secondary that can cover. I mean, Fred Warner would probably be the one guy, I think, other than Purdy, that you cannot lose. But, I mean, I'll tell you this. They can get around a lot of guys going down. And still, like, there's so much depth. They're well coached. They know who they are. They're like the Ravens of the NFC. The Ravens know who they are. They know their identity. Like the Saints, for instance, we don't have a freaking identity. We're still trying to find it. But those teams know their identity. Yeah, and I'm telling you, I don't see a team that can get over an injury better than San Francisco.
Yeah, I agree.
Just like some teams invest in their quarterbacks, like they put 250 there. There's 250 in like the 49ers D line. So all their money's on that D line. They got first round picks. They got all these, top notch. Only because of Brock Purdy's making $400,000 a game.
Right.
Yeah.
So
John Lynch is great at managing the cap, dude. He's tremendous at it. He finds talent. He manages the cap.
He understands defense, I guess. John Lynch is a Hall of Fame defensive, backfield.
We're gonna get into all that, y'all. People want to talk about the injuries. People want to talk about the spreads, the over-unders. We're gonna get to all that. But listen, let's dive into that real quick because that's been a big subject the last 2 days. We're going to talk about the injury subject. Me, myself, I think she's just being a small brat. She's big-headed, and she's getting these NIDs, especially from Shaq. She don't think nobody can tell anything. She's not appreciating what's been done for her and handed to her on a silver platter, to me. What's your thought, guys? I want to get your opinion on it.
To me, she worked hard to establish what she has. I mean, it wasn't given to her at all. So to tell a kid, I grew up and even coached in the parks, and them kids. I mean, you could tell the kids one from the other who's going to succeed, who wants it more than the next, and you could tell she wanted it at that one point. I think she touched fame, and now you're seeing Kim Mulkey kind of let everyone loose and do what they want to do and expect it all to come back together and mesh back up. It's like this big whirlwind tour, and they had no supervision. They was at Super Bowls. They was everywhere. They had football games. On Sports Illustrated, magazines, and rightfully so. She earned it.
Yeah.
But you can't come back in and expect to get
Yeah.
I'm going to get my spot back, and I don't have to earn it no more, and then I can just stink it up until I'll figure it out.
What you think, Dave?
Man, I think look, man. I mean, we're here. We're going to over publicize it. Everybody's going to. She's such a big name. She had this miraculous run. I mean, it's this big moment for her. And I think, look, man, it's happening early in the season. That's the best timing for me. If you're going to have an incident like this where you got some questions off the court, I think let it happen early in the year. You got a lot of time ahead of them in this season. I think it's going to be something that we're not even talking about a month from now, honestly.
Patty,
I think
what you got?
Great coach will handle it.
Patty, what you think? Because I know you give it straight shoot on this.
I mean, I don't know a lot about the story. I know as much as what I've heard. I mean, it's going to be like every other player we see like this throughout fucking history. I mean, they either going to learn from it or they're not, and they're going to fall from fucking grace. I mean, as simple as that.
I think my boy Jerry Drain just said she's becoming a big distraction for this team. And me personally, I hate to say it because I don't see this happen to an athlete that won a championship for a school. I don't see Angel Reese finishing on this team this year. I really don't.
She you got to understand. Kim, her legacy set in stone already. Reese is just starting her, so it depends how she wants to start off her legacy out. I mean, the only thing she has is the championship under the belt. What else has she done? Nothing.
Well, I mean, there's so many. That's
a pretty big accomplishment, though.
Is that all you're striding for?
I mean, look, a lot of people never get that close, man. I see what you're saying, Patty, but I'm saying, but she has. I mean, in a short period of time, she's accomplished a lot.
But she's not your average player either. She's supposed to be one of the next WNBA stars.
Right. No, I agree. I mean, I agree.
Ryan said she's acting like Manziel.
No, you can't give her a pass. If you're gonna give her a pass, you got to give Shador a pass. You got to give them a pass because they.
Oh, come on, Pancho! Come on, really?
But I'm not. I mean, I'm not
taking the money.
Listen. Let's call this like we see it. You got to put a little more respect on Mulkey's name. The woman took a team in his second year and won a championship. So let's not forget about that. If she thinks something's wrong with a player and she benches her,
allowing Lil Wayne to come to Pete Maverick.
Yeah, but the difference between the difference.
Hey, Richie, it is true. Pancho's got a little bit of something there with that, but I mean, at the end of the day, she wins and she's one of the top, women's coaches out there.
She did win.
I said she wins. That's what I'm saying. She wins. But I'm saying, like Pancho's saying, the style, the swagger. This is the same thing you hate about Colorado. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but she does the same thing.
Wait. The difference is, all right. The difference is, let's hold on that because there are, of course, Reese put comments that Deion Sanders posted. She shared it on her timeline on her Instagram. And let me tell you what right now. Deion is an all-time great, but Deion Sanders ain't done shit.
Was he hitting on her? What's going on? What's happening here?
Nothing.
What's happening? What he said? What did he say?
No, she used his comments saying that, talking about he said he made comments about be yourself and this and that, and she didn't make you and this and that, and man, it's just a bunch of crap. That's all.
About
about Reese. It's like he's making her feel like she's okay acting like this. Shame on him for doing that. That's crazy.
Well, that's what I was gonna say about Shador. He's just the effect of bad parenting. That's not bad coaching, just bad parenting.
Well, I'm just saying this. We all agreed, and I'm not saying that Pancho and Dave aren't right when they're saying this is a work in progress with Colorado and Deion making it 2 cents. But did y'all think it would? But Dave, honestly, do you think it would get this bad for them? I mean, really?
I don't think it's that bad. I still don't think it's that bad. I think we're overreacting.
I've seen 8-year-olds. I've seen 9-year-olds.
Yeah.
I've seen 10-year-olds. I've seen 11-year-olds act way more arrogant, with way more swagger than Shador or Angel. So you can't point out Deion's a bad father because of that.
So wait. Are you blaming it on this? Are you blaming it on this generation?
No, but Richie, let's be real. This happens in universities everywhere. It's a hard thing. It's college, dude.
All right, I'll give you an example right now. See this hat I'm wearing? Hank Tierney with Shaw won't allow that on his team. I promise you that. If he tells you shut up, you better say thank you, sir. I will do just that.
Yeah, but we're South Louisiana guys, but LSU, look, let's be real. They've had some serious scandals in LSU in all sports. Let's be real. I mean, nobody's
talking about the scandals. We're talking about the disrespect to a
Well, I mean, but I'm saying,
established
would you rather?
head
So, would you
coach.
rather a guy have swagger or a guy getting into it, raping women off the field and beating guys up at bars? I mean, I'd rather a guy be a little swaggerific.
I wouldn't want none of that on my team.
Yeah, I have to go with
No,
Richie
but
on
the
that.
point
I
I'm
would
trying
want
to
none
say
of
is,
that
but we're
shit.
penalizing this guy like he's a criminal because of the way, you know. I mean, we can't penalize these people. We're trying to call them something that they're not because you don't like the way they carry themselves.
we losing track here. Who we penalizing, Dave? What do you mean?
No, I'm talking about unlike Sanders, Angel Reese. I mean, listen, they're not like there's people that did way worse shit that should have been ridiculed more than what they were. And there's people like them who, we don't agree with the way they carry themselves, and we're judging.
Nobody is saying they're bad people. This is exactly what happened. Angel Reese got benched in the middle of the game and pouted and left the team. Was that a right thing to do for her, Dave?
No, it's not the right thing to do, but give her a chance to come back from it. Let's see how it goes. I mean, like I said, I think that's simple as that. I mean, we got to let it play out.
I would tell you the biggest problem is that everybody wants to be a social media star, and when they post all their business online and they don't get the feedback they want, that's when everything becomes a fucking issue. Not everybody's going to kiss your ass. That's the problem. No, they sometimes they get pissed when people don't kiss their ass, and when people said like, I disagree with the way they act, but I gotta accept it. No, I don't. I don't have to accept their fucking the way they act.
True. Very much true.
No, I mean, I don't know. I think we go too deep into this, man. I think we play into it.
I mean, how do you get deep into it, Dave? It's the reality of it.
But let's be real.
But I think we're giving it too much attention.
Has a lack of respect for authority.
The national media is giving it attention.
I mean, she's a big name. If this was a girl on like UC Santa Barbara somewhere or Iowa, we're not even having this conversation.
Because they're not acting like that.
There's girls. Trust me, y'all are naive if y'all really believe there's not a girl at a Division I school that's pouting on her bench or pissed off she ain't playing enough or something. Trust me.
No,
it's happening.
Sure
you just don't hear about it because she's not Angel Reese.
But she walked off the team. She walked away from the team.
There's a girl on a basketball team somewhere.
You want to be the superstar. You put your business out. And when people disagree, you get pissed off and you want everybody to feel bad because not everybody agrees.
Go ahead, Pancho.
This is what Angel Reese has got to look forward to, okay? She's going to finish college. She's going to get drafted.
Nope. Not getting drafted.
Okay, listen. She gets drafted.
Come on.
Okay, whatever you say. Alexis thought she was going to do good in the NBA too. How'd that work out?
Let me finish. So she gets drafted, right?
The star of the team last year.
Hey, so she makes $65,000, $70,000 a year salary, if that, maybe $80,000. I mean, she's making tenfold that right now. Dude, now she's got to look forward to that, and she's making a lot more now. So let her capitalize on what she's getting, but she needs to keep her head above water and know that the success, you still have to work hard. She's a kid; she has to understand that. I have children, Richie. You have a child. Your child don't make the best decisions right now today, and they're probably older than her. So you have to have the talks with your children and say, look, and give them some of your wisdom. She just needs that. She got this whole success thrown in her lap by her hard work, and now she has to maintain it.
Why can't we just say she's an immature young lady?
It goes back to what I just said about social media. They get their wisdom from social media now. They don't get it from their elders. That's why they have no respect for coaches anymore. They get all their info on social media and letting everybody buck their fucking heads up. It's as clear as day. If no one's fucking seen it yet. I mean, social media has ruined this fucking society beyond belief. And we're all guilty of it. We're all guilty of it. Everybody became more important than the next person. You yourself. You've made yourself more important than everybody else.
Look, let me tell you what. I am so glad that my stepson has a good coach in Hank Tierney that teaches these young men. This goes beyond football. Have respect for your elders. Have respect in public because you're going to be scrutinized a lot in life. And I'm not saying kids aren't going to make mistakes because they are. I agree with you, Pancho. My kids make mistakes. Your kids make mistakes. They all do. But you got to learn from it. And hopefully she'll learn from this. Like Dave said, hopefully she will.
That's what I'm saying. That's the plan. I mean, I think we overreacted to it. I mean, we acted like she did this and then came ahead and got suspended over something else. Then she did this. It's one incident. Let's just freaking calm down. Like, I mean, what we need to talk about is what we need discussion is New Orleans Pelicans. Because, I mean, look, dude, no offense to women's college basketball, but we got a freaking NBA team here that just played their best fucking game of the season last night. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't watching much Monday Night Football. I'll be real with you, because I'm watching the Birds.
I was watching
and
both.
I'm telling you, dude, they own the floor. Zion, any Zion haters out there, you watch that man play last night, and you see why he's got every mega shoe deal and selling Wheaties or whatever the hell he does.
Dave, if you remember last week, I said, and then Pancho, I don't think you were on, but I said the problem I thought, like the last couple of games before now, I didn't think the ball movement was very good with the Pelicans.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a good point, Richie. The passing was tremendous last night.
What you said, Dave? What you said, Fatty? What up, D?
What up, fellas? I had to jump in on this conversation. I was trying not to, but I had to.
On
Which
what?
one?
So listen.
Angel Reese thing, probably, right?
First off, goddamn, Pacho, give Kim some credit. She's not Deion Sanders at all. Till Deion won a couple of rings, sit that shit down. The only thing they have in common is they got swagger. That's okay for a coach to have swagger, but for a player to have swagger, you got to be able to do something. You won 4 games and you're talking shit. Son, sit your ass down. You're not doing too much. All right. And if your daddy wasn't force feeding you, then guess what? You wouldn't even have all of them stats. All right. Now let's get started on the Angel Reese conversation.
Go ahead.
From what I'm hearing from my inside sources, her and Flo J, whatever the hell you name, they were dating. Okay. They were an item. All right. Then they broke up. So when they was having a bad game against Colorado, the mamas got into it on Twitter or X, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Yeah.
And it's because Kim don't like that stuff. She don't like 2 people dating. So when she heard about it, that's why Flage ain't been around neither. All right. So that's it. It's more internal than that. And they both got shitty ass attitudes.
Jesus Lord, this is a freaking.
Well, here's the deal. I love Angel Reese and I like Floje, or however you say her name. I want them to win again. Nothing is bigger than LSU.
Amen.
So
Amen.
if she's got to cut ties, that's fine. That's going to set the tone to these freshmen coming in and the transfers coming in that we don't take no bullshit. You get what I'm saying? That's just what it is, man. I'm a strict coach. Chain's a strict coach. Look, if you can't do right, they got another team. But if you signed with me, I'm not releasing you. So you're going to be sitting
No,
here.
I get that. She's keeping the cants out the locker room at all costs. She ain't, no matter who it is.
I didn't want to look. I got bad service out here in Georgia.
Oh, quit hunting. You hunting, man. Get out. You in that tree. I know where you at.
That's what it is, man.
He just got out that deer stand. That's what he just got out.
Listen.
Going with the one shot, man. That's what's up.
You need look. Ryan, hey, look, Darren, you need to hook up my boy Ryan Sampe on here. He's a hunter too, man. Y'all do good together. He runs the oil outdoorsman.
Oh, okay, yeah. I followed him, I believe. But man,
yeah, he runs
the Pels, baby.
That talk about us. We trying to talk about.
I know.
What's that? Dude, the Pels were freaking awesome, dude. Yeah. I mean, the Pels were lights out last night, dude.
You went to the game. I know Pancho goes to the games all the time. He's got the damn hat on. I need one.
Yeah,
hey, man, tomorrow night, Pancho, you going or what?
Pancho, how is the energy? And I haven't been to the game recently. How is the energy in that building?
I mean, it's been nice, but it's been between 10 to 12,000 people.
Max, let the dog out.
So yeah, this dude is. So yeah, it's loud.
You knock it off.
There.
Woo. Dave, bro, you good?
Yeah. Oh, my dog's talking shit over here. Stop that shit. Let me go let this bitch out. Hold on. He's got a lad. Come on, go ahead.
I think he's got a lad that don't know how to hunt.
He said, let me go let this bitch out.
Oh man, I tell you, go ahead, finish up. Finish up, Pancho, about the game. What's going on? Finish up.
No, yeah, I mean, I've been to the last couple of games. The energy's been there. It's been,
Jerry said, walk the dog. Oh man,
it hasn't been too packed. It's been 10 to 11,000 people there. I would estimate.
So there's no sellouts.
the people that's been there, it's been loud. It's.
If they
I
keep
think
winning,
it-
they'll pick up after Christmas. Watch. 'Cause
Hey,
it's the
what they need to
holidays.
do, 20,000?
What, the
I
arena?
would say?
17. Right at all was 17,000.
Yeah.
So, Pancho, you're saying 10 or 12,000? That's hey. I mean, that's,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
see it.
listen, but listen here. We got.
And it's
It looked like more than 10 or 12 last night. I mean, I'm watching on TV, but it looked like a nice 14 or 15,000 from the TV.
Well, look. Lance said hopefully Zion plays with the same energy all season. Let's just hope Zion's there all season.
Yeah, no, dude, his energy, Lance makes a good point, dude. There was a play where he came from behind on a help defense, and he popped the ball loose, got a steal, ended up getting the dunk on the other end. And to me, that play showed athleticism. He's not giving up on plays. But, dude, his defense was so money last night. But he was looking to pass the ball. B.I. and him, I know we talked about this show before. Him and B.I., man, they had tremendous chemistry last night. I mean, it was there. I mean, the three-point shot was there for the team in general. The defense was good. But him and B.I., that was one of the best games they played together.
I can't wait to get Trey Murphy back, C.J. McCollum.
Yeah.
I can't wait for this team to get healthy and really see how this team plays well together. Because I
Look
think
at Alvarado last night. I think he got a burst of energy last night, even getting Alvarado back to unlimited minutes.
Yeah, I mean, look, the whole NBA right now. You got the West right now is other than the Nuggets. I mean, but the Nuggets have been vulnerable lately.
We just beat them. We just beat the Nuggets. Yeah, I mean,
the West might be wide open right now. I mean, I don't know. It looks good. I mean,
yeah.
your chances are pretty good right now. I mean,
dude, Antonio Daniels always said it. You take that team top to bottom, if healthy, over any roster in the league, if healthy. And it's hard to argue that, man. If you look at it, one all the way down to 15, that's a healthy. That's one of the most gifted rosters.
I think we got to take it game by game and see where things goes. But I would agree with. I think the Pelicans are heading in the right direction. Listen, since we got Darren on, everybody's on. Let's go through these. The money lines, the over and under. I know Darren loves that stuff. We can get to it right now. Let's dive into it because it's gonna take a little while. You know that. Let's do this. So we're gonna go. Look, we're gonna start it off real good, y'all. Y'all ready for it or what?
Let's do it.
Y'all ready?
Jay
Rock and roll,
Daniels,
man.
Be the Heisman.
Jaden Daniels will be the Heisman.
No, I think he locked that up.
You think you locked it up?
Yeah.
it's either him or Penix. That's it too.
Yeah.
Good. All right. So first up, we got Green Bay on a Thursday going to Detroit. They are Green Bay is an 8.5 underdog.
Detroit.
They getting 8.
Detroit.
Lions.
Lions definitely win, man. At 8.5 is really interesting, though, for a divisional game like that. Jordan Love looked a little better last week, but man, that Lions team is as good as any in the NFC, man. Let's be real. That's
The
one of the top
over
three
under
teams
is
in the NFC.
47. Over under is 47.
I'm gonna have to go Lions. And then I'll take the under.
What you got, Pancho?
Hey, where are they playing? In Green Bay?
It's in Detroit.
Detroit.
Thursday night. You know that Thursday they play in Detroit.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't see the over going there. I'm with Darren on that. I'm with Darren on both picks. I'm with Detroit and under.
I'm gonna take Green Bay in the 8 points, and I'm gonna take the under.
Is Jair Alexander healthy?
Yes, he's playing.
Okay, so I'll tell you, I would love to see Alexander versus Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think that could be one of the best matchups of the year.
So who you got,
man,
Dave?
I think Detroit wins, man. I don't know. I might take them damn points though with Green Bay, dude. I think
It's
Detroit
your
definitely
choice.
wins.
You got to give up or take it. You got to give up or take it.
I'm gonna take that 8.5. I think, dude. I think I'm gonna take the 8.5. I know I probably shouldn't, but I think I'll take it.
Okay, another Thanksgiving game. We got the Commanders at the Cowboys. The Cowboys are giving up 11.5. The over under is 49.
Give it 7.5.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a lot.
And the over under is 49. To me, that's a lot of points to give up, and the over under is only 49.
Hey, and Dallas' defense, look, it's a really good defense over there, but they have a tendency to be a little bit of a bully defense, if that makes any sense. They beat up on some of these bottom teams, but man, look, a Washington offense can move the ball, dude. Sam Howell, Brian Robinson.
I'm gonna take the 11.5 with Washington and the over.
Yeah, I agree. I'm right on that, dude. I think there's some points in this game.
I know.
What you said, Dave? I mean, Darren?
I'm going Dallas money line.
Oh no, but no, you got to take one or the other, bro. Come on, you're giving a point. You're giving a point. You're taking a point.
I'm taking the big spread. I'm going.
So you're avoiding the points, right? That's there you go. That's
Pancho,
how
who you
do it.
got?
I'm gonna take Washington.
You, what's up, Fatty? What you got?
You taking Washington upset?
Well,
then.
I don't play by points. I just play who wins.
That's my dog.
Dallas.
All right, next up, we got the 49ers. That's Seattle. Seattle -7.
Wait.
49ers at Seattle.
I mean, I'm sorry, San Francisco -7.
Oh,
I'm
I
sorry.
was about to put my house on that.
The over-under is 43.
Wait, in Seattle, right?
In Seattle, yes.
San Francisco.
San Francisco. Did you watch that game last year when the way they got after Geno Smith? Like their offensive line couldn't do anything with their pass rush. I think San Francisco wins by at least 10.
I'm gonna take Seattle in the points. Seattle don't lose by much at home. I'm sorry, I don't see them losing by more than.
I just don't think they match up well, man. I don't know why. I could see them taking Metcalf out the game. I don't think they'll be able to run on San Francisco. But their offensive line last year just got overmatched by the 49ers.
I'm
They
gonna
know-
go.
They're not good this year. Their offensive line suspect. And over
Yeah.
Yeah,
got
first,
You give-
football.
Who you got, Darren?
Like Kenneth Walker's out for the season, also. So I mean,
Is he out for
Ooh.
the season? Really?
I believe so.
Wow.
Well, that Charbonnet, it's going to be interesting to see what Charbonnet could do. But no, I agree with Pine. That's going to be a big loss, man. That's a massive loss.
I take San Fran. I'll take San Francisco.
Pancho,
Yeah, I'm gonna go San Francisco.
got it. All right. Next up, we got Miami at the Jets on the first ever Black Friday game. What?
Yes, sir.
Miami -10.
Miami.
They play Friday?
Yeah, it's the first ever Black Friday game. First ever.
Sounds racist to me.
You're a fool, boy. You're a fool.
Better have a
There's
crack.
a great line about that. What Fatty just said is a movie called Zach and Miri Made a Porno.
So,
And
look,
it's a funny
Randy,
little scene in that movie with Craig Robinson.
just for the record, Randy and Ryan both have the Niners. All right.
Wait,
Okay.
they're taking Niners with the points they're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Miami, man.
I'm taking good Lord.
The Jets offense is such a clusterfuck, man. I mean, outside of Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson being great talents, they don't have anything going besides that.
Don't
And
forget,
their offensive line's banged up too.
I'm
man.
not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure Miami can put that many points over on the Jets defense.
I'll take the under. I'll say, what's the over under?
Over under 41. That's weird.
That's a tough over under, man.
I'm going to say Miami and the over.
I think I'm gonna go with you on that, D. I think I'm gonna go with you. on
41 is pretty low for that Miami offense.
that. The thing about it is, I mean, we all
Easy.
bet. The thing about it is, you all know this. The rule in betting: when you have such a big spread like that, and the over unders that low, there's something fishy about that.
Hey, but
They
listen,
expected it to be a total ass rape, and they expected
Yep.
the Dolphins not to do. Jets
Yep.
to do anything.
Yep.
who's starting for the Jets, though?
Your boy,
Boyle probably or Zach.
Royal. He's
Boyle?
starting. He was named the starter.
Yeah, my
Yeah, so
third string starting.
yeah, that's gonna be a mess, dude.
So Randy said Ryan says Miami, Randy says the Jets, and Jerry says Miami.
You might see a
That
trade-
Miami defense is pretty stout, man.
I like it, baby. We need some more people out the audience telling us what y'all like too, baby.
Yeah, they telling
Yes,
us
sir.
they are. I'm trying to keep up with it. So next up, we got the Jaguars at the Texans. Woo!
That's a game, man. That's a fucking game right there, man.
Jacksonville -1.5. Over under is 48.5.
Whew, that's gonna be a fun game, man.
I'm going with Texans, man.
I'm going with Jacksonville.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jacksonville also.
They healthy. They healthy. Lawrence is playing some good ball. He's learning to use his feet a lot.
Ryan says Texans. Jerry says Texans. Randy says Houston.
Dude, what's up?
That's
With
it.
He's going up against everything that Jerry and them say. Randy,
The chat's agreeing with me.
Lance says Jags. Lance Phone says Jags.
I think it comes down to running game, man. I mean, you got ATN on one side, and Devin Singletary has been one of the hottest backs in the league the last 2 weeks.
I'm gonna go with
man.
Darren. I'm gonna go with Darren with Jacksonville, but I'm gonna go with the under on that 48.5.
48.5. See, man, there could be some points in this game.
And listen to me.
that
Listen
Houston
to me. I'm gonna
offense
tell you
has
right
been
now.
playing.
Pancho was there. I'm telling y'all right now. I don't know what it is. Houston becomes a different team at home. I don't know why they do, dude.
Well, Richie, their offense is a lot more ahead of their defense right now. I mean, I think they could give up some points this game. I think I might play that over, man. I'm going to say it's a tough one. It's a coin flip, but I'm going to go Jacksonville in the over.
So I'm
All
the
right,
only one.
who you got, Fatty?
I'm
Fatty, who
going
you got?
Jacksons, man. I'm the only one
Who
here.
you got, Pancho?
I got Jacksonville too, man.
All right. Next up, we got Tampa Bay at the Colts. Tampa Bay plus 2.5. Over under 44.
Tampa plus 2.5?
Yep. 2.5. Yep.
I hate to say it, but I think Tampa wins this game. I hope I'm wrong, but I think Tampa wins this one outright.
I'm agree with you, Dave. I
don't like the way they match up. Jonathan Taylor going up against those linebackers, Vita Vea up front, Levante David at linebacker. You got Antoine Winfield helping out, Devin White.
So, folks, listen. Take Tampa Bay in the money line. What you think, Dave?
I can't say them words, bro.
I hate to say it, too. It feels like a horrible matchup.
I would think Tampa on a parlay. Tampa would be my money line for sure.
Jerry says Tampa. Randy says tampon.
Tampon. Yeah, and look, they just released, Shaq Leonard just got cut.
Joseph,
so, I mean, to me, that's got to affect the defense a little bit.
Joseph says coach, bro. Joseph, thank you for joining us, Joseph. Thank you for joining us, Joseph. Next up, fellas, we got New England at the Giants.
Man, we all of us pick. God damn.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Pat.
Jesus. Me and Pancho, like, what the fuck?
The burritos are catching up with Richie at this point in the
I'm
show.
going Colts because I think that's one team that's been fighting every team they play every week this year. Win or lose, they fighting to the end.
Who you got, Pancho?
I mean, Gardner Minshew has been putting up a fight over there. But, again, he's only got so many weapons, trying to make it work, trying to do the Fitzgerald thing.
So you got Indianapolis?
Yeah, you only can hope, your division rivals lose every week, but, I mean, you don't.
All right. Next up, New England at the Giants. 3.5. New England's minus 3.5. Over under 33.5.
Oh, wow.
What?
Yeah.
33.5?
Yes.
Wow. I don't care how shitty the offenses are. I got to take 33.5 over, dude. Do they know something about that game weather-wise that we don't or something?
Ryan says Giants. Lance says neither. Lance says neither.
Who's giving up 33?
Hey, Fat.
No, that's the over.
Randy says Giants.
Second. Hey, Fatty, can you see?
You know what's fucked up? It's gonna be under. Watch.
Wait,
I'm
what
gonna
happened?
bet that shit. And it's
Damn,
gonna be
what
under.
happened?
Hold up, Fatty. Can you look up on your little handy dandy computer and see what the weather's gonna be for that game?
That's what I'm saying.
Where they're at, New England?
I mean, listen, man.
It's in New York. It's in New York.
Okay.
They gotta have a snowstorm coming or something.
Something's got to be. That's what I'm saying. 33 is like
That's the lowest I ever heard, maybe in history.
I think they playing. They might be playing.
Telling me they're too sorry.
They might be playing. Hey, they might be playing. They might be playing high school rules. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know what it is. I mean, they're not giving DeVito or Mac Jones any respect in this one. I mean, I don't know.
I would like to see some over-unders on Heath Schuler's Saints.
Listen, bro. I'm giving the 3 up and taking New England, and I'm going with the over because it's 33.5. I don't know what they're thinking.
Jeez.
New England's got a clusterfuck over there too at quarterback. They don't know who.
Giants.
They don't know who's coming, who's going at quarterback over there.
No, they have to draft a quarterback next year. They have.
Joseph said New England. Randy said the Giants. Oh my goodness, Lord!
It's going to be a high of 49.
Oh shit, dude. Yeah,
Lance said running clock.
No, it's not going to be.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. What the fuck do we not know about this game? I mean, like, are they playing like one half and they just decide to sit the next one out? I mean, what the fuck? 33 points, dude.
Hey, I'm gonna take the Giants in the over, fellas.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta bet that over. I gotta write that shit down on like my calendar in the fridge.
Poncho, are you taking the under? Is all I want to know.
Yeah, I've seen some baseball games that had more than 33.
So are you taking the over or the under?
Yeah, the over.
Fatty, what do you think?
Can I pick a tie?
Hey, with 33.5, if you pick a tie, I tell you what.
Listen. We're all gonna be look like asses if this.
Hey, is it on MGM? Is that the spread on MGM on FanDuel? Because if that's the case, I'm locking that shit in tonight.
Jerry Drain said half court.
That's what I'm saying. What do we not know? If this is a 7-6 game, I'm fucking convinced the betting thing is rigged, man. If this is like 7-6 or something.
I'm enjoying reading the comments, man. I'm cracking up.
33 points. Peyton Manning threw 33 touchdown interceptions 1 year season, didn't he?
I mean, shit, Jameis threw 33 picks. I mean, come on. Let's go.
All right. Next up, it ain't getting much better. Next up, we got Carolina at Tennessee. Carolina's getting 3.5. The over/under is 37.
Wait, who they playing?
That's being
Carolina,
played in Shreveport,
Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee, man.
In Shreveport. The toilet bowl, man.
Playing the toilet bowl?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Tennessee only because of their coach.
Tennessee and over.
Yeah,
Who's
over.
playing? Tennessee and who?
Tennessee's minus 3.5. The over/under is 37. Carolina.
God, dude, it's another over. Jeez.
What quarterback throws more yardage?
Ryan said Tennessee. Jerry says Tennessee over.
Yeah, the
Joseph
Panthers
says
are
Tennessee
fucking
over
disaster.
under.
Yeah, I got to go Tennessee too, man. I want to see some Tajay Spears action in this game, man.
You got
And
the
he's like
over/under,
that kid.
Dave. You got the over/under 37.
Fuck, if it's 37, I got to go over,
If
man.
it
I don't
goes
know
over,
why.
that's dumb.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we got Pittsburgh.
Wait,
Pittsburgh.
Pancho, God damn
That
it.
game,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
that game could have 220 yards total passing by both teams.
Slow
Patty, who you got?
down. You gotta slow down.
That's how ugly it can get,
You're
man.
rushing. You gotta slow down, man.
Oh,
I'm
Lance
taking
says
these
Titans
fucking
money
overs,
line.
man. When you're
Tennessee.
going in the
Take it,
30s.
Tennessee.
Patrick, who you got?
I'm gonna go Tennessee, man.
All right. Next up, we got Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. Pittsburgh is
Game finally.
Pittsburgh -1. The over/under is 34.5.
Man, it's another.
Pittsburgh
It ain't
minus
much better.
one. Pittsburgh -1.
Yes, and the over/under is 34.5.
Damn, these over on. Well, I mean, I guess they're not respecting Browning or Pickett in this game. Golly, man.
New quarterback, new coordinator for Pittsburgh.
I actually like that though. I think the coordinator change. I think it's helpful, man.
Mitchell Trubisky's at quarterback.
Oh wait, Pickett's being benched.
Yes.
Who's been
Wow,
playing for who's the quarterback in Cincinnati?
Browning, something Browning.
I think it's your boy that used to coach the Browning's not.
Browning wasn't he the guy that came in?
Daniel Jones. I mean, the boy that used to be the backup for the Saints.
Who? Simeon?
The one that backed up Drew Brees.
Teddy Bridgewater?
Yeah, him.
No. Are we smoking? Wait, am I in a fucking Twilight Zone? Y'all fucking around.
Wait a
now.
minute, bro. I didn't
It's
even
Browning. That Browning kid's the one that played,
I'm
right?
fucking with you. Come on, bro.
Oh,
Let's go.
shit. I was about to say, I'm like, geez, I'm like, fucking, I missed some shit, I guess, man.
Ryan says Chase Daniels is quarterbacking for Cincinnati.
There you go. Mark fucking Brunell, man. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Shit.
What the fuck is going on?
Garrett Grayson.
I think
Shit.
Boomer Esiason.
Boner Esiason. What?
The owner, baby.
Dude, how did they
Oh
not
my
come up with a
God.
porn star named Boner Esiason, dude? I'm telling you.
Who
if I
the
was a
hell do
director in
y'all
that
got?
industry-
Come on, somebody pick a team. Jesus.
Just saying, man.
I'm taking.
Pittsburgh.
Hey there, Paco.
Brown,
All right.
huh?
Wait, hold on. What's the over under?
34.5.
Golly, these over-unders, man.
I'm just taking Pittsburgh, and I'm gonna skip the over under on this one, but I'm gonna have to go under.
All right, y'all. Next up.
God
next up-
damn it, Richie.
Wait,
Stop.
how did we all pick?
You picked. Pancho picked.
I didn't pick.
I didn't
Hold
pick.
on. Yeah, Fatty didn't pick.
Let's get through this. Come on.
I'm
Pittsburgh.
taking Pittsburgh on the straight up, and I'm taking the over.
All right, Patty.
I just said Pittsburgh.
Pancho.
Nah, he don't even hear me.
Go ahead. I got Pittsburgh.
I do hear you.
Go ahead.
Oh my God, this is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
You had to learn sign
I got a
language.
feeling wrestling's going to be talked about soon.
All
on here.
right, now what the hell? We got the New Orleans Saints, Atlanta, and if I'm telling y'all there is no line, it's a pick 'em.
Really?
Yep, complete
Whew.
pick 'em.
That is, I'd feel the same way if I was Vegas, to be honest.
The over/under is 42.5.
Saints.
Saints are going to win. I think they're going to hurt. I think Desmond Ritter's
I'm not
gonna
even
keep this
saying the
awful.
fuck. I'm not even saying them stupid ass mother.
I'm going to make 2 bold predictions this game. Desmond Ritter, no less than 3 turnovers. Taysom Hill scores 2 touchdowns, and we win. Gotta happen. Gotta happen,
Jerry said,
dude.
"Lord have mercy, can everybody hear me?" We know Thomas is on IR. We talking about it, Jerry.
I think you can get a lot of Taysom in this game, and I think lots of Taysom equals good things, man. And Ritter's going to fuck up a few times. Ritter's done. Look, Ritter's already thrown one pick before this game started. I mean, he's a fucking turnover machine. I'm telling you, man. He's a fumbler as well.
Ryan says Saints 34-17.
I like it.
Blowout. The Saints are going to win by double digits.
Lance
Yeah,
says
I think they come out this bye
Lance
week with a little
says
fast and furious going.
Taysom. Lance says Saints and Taysom rush for 60 yards.
I agree with Darren. It can be like 14-3. We win by double digits.
Now we're gonna score. I think the score will be like 27-10.
We only scored 27. We only scored 27 one time against the Patriots.
Yeah, because they let Curry score. They let Curry do some shit.
Jerry, who you got? The land or the Saints? Come on, man. Kenny Benoit's joining us. Who that?
What's up, Kenny?
What's up, Kenny boy? My boy Kenny. What's up, y'all? Listen, next up, Fatty, we got Los Angeles at the Cardinals, the Rams. Wow. And another pick'em game. Over under 44.5.
Rams.
I would actually play the under in that game, man. I think that's a high ass over under for those two teams.
Rams.
I mean, Cooper Kupp's hurt. I mean, you're a little suspect at quarter. You know, I mean, I know Murray's back, but I mean, come on, it's the second game back. I mean, I don't know.
I'm
going under.
I'm going with the Cardinals. Me.
You turn it up a little bit.
Yeah, that's
Man, I tell you, Richie, it's a hard one, man. That's a tough
Who you got,
one, dude.
Darren?
What? There's a lot of ugly football being played right now. Okay.
I
There
agree,
is.
Pancho.
No,
I
There's a
agree.
lot.
It is. It's anybody's league this year, to be honest.
Hey,
Chuck said,
listen,
Chuck said the Falcons will get Matt Ryan back from the Pelicans.
I'll take
There you go.
I'll take the Rams because if the Rams lose this one,
All right, Lance says Cards. Joseph says Cards. Jerry says Rams under.
I'm going Rams and
Ryan
under,
says-
man.
Ryan says
Rams
the
and under.
All right. Rams and under. Fatty, who you got?
Yep.
I was the first one to say it.
All right,
Rams.
good.
Jesus.
Cleveland. Next up, we got Cleveland. Oh my
I'll
God,
be
at
roasting
Denver.
from this week after. Go ahead.
Wait, Cleveland and Denver?
Cleveland, Denver.
Ooh.
Cleveland plus 2.5.
Denver. I like
I
Denver.
like Denver.
under.
I don't think Cleveland can put up the points.
Dave, another over under 34.5.
Jesus, I'm taking the over, dude. I will take these low ass overs, man. I'm telling you. Look, Sean Payton's got. I know that was a big debate earlier in our season with the podcast, but Sean Payton has this offense.
Denver
rolling
says
all of a sudden.
Ryan says Denver. Ryan, my boy Ryan says Denver. What you got? Who you got, Fatty?
Denver, man. I've been on the bandwagon with Sean
What
Payton.
about
all
Pancho?
season.
What about you?
I'm gonna go with Denver too, man. They starting to figure a few things out over there.
Dan, what you got?
dog pound, baby.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
one thing, Darren. That Cleveland defense is as good as any in the league,
They
man.
are.
I'll say
They
that.
are.
I'm gonna give y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a big surprise right now, and y'all gonna think I'm crazy because you know I love Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
I got Denver winning this game, and I got Denver winning their division this year.
You
Oh,
want,
shit.
bro?
Come on, Richie. You smoking that good.
No, I'm
man.
not. No, I'm not.
Come on,
I think
I
they're gonna
think
be.
you might
I
be,
think
man.
I think Denver's gonna beat Kansas City again in Kansas City.
Dude, Patrick Mahomes had the shits before that game. He
All
ate
right.
some bad fucking
Okay.
burritos.
Okay. Okay.
Hey,
Listen.
Richie, take that.
Jerry said drunk ass podcast.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I got water or have water in here. Richie's on some different shit, man.
But I'm agreeing with Fatty. Don't you agree with me? They're turning it around.
They're not
Oh,
gonna.
but dude, y'all were the biggest Peyton. Hey, man, I was on my coach from day one. Everybody's like, "Oh, he ain't shit. He can't do nothing without Drew Brees." Man, I want to go.
I'm saying I was wrong, Dave. I'm admitting I was wrong. I'm admitting.
As
I know that
play
wasn't me.
calling makes a difference, dude. Play calling and management makes a
Pancho,
difference.
didn't you agree? You said, didn't you think Sean Payton would do good? You said.
I mean, I'm a Sean Payton guy. I don't know. I can't recall what I said back then. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I think Pancho was on the same boat with me on that one. I'm gonna say that. I think he was in the
he
boat.
was. I remember.
Me and
Next
him
week,
were in that same boat
I'll
about
have it.
Peyton.
I'll go back and look in the archives.
Uh-oh.
Y'all were fucking throwing darts at Peyton, man. Y'all fucking had him with the pink sweater on from the Bahamas throwing darts at him.
This is turned into a shit show.
Fatty coming with the
It
book.
has, man.
I know. I remember exactly what I said. I said I wanted Sean Payton was going to Russell Wilson was going to do great
Y'all
under
said,
Sean
like-
Payton because
Y'all like saying his
Oh,
pets.
there you
know
go.
that.
All kinds of
Hey, there
shit.
you go. Ryan's giving us some breaking news. Flacco is starting for Cleveland.
Ah,
Joe Flacco.
I'll tell you this, man. That's gonna be interesting, dude.
Get the
Yeah, because
fuck
I mean,
outta
Dorian Robinson, Thompson Robinson, whatever his name is, he's a good athlete, but he ain't a quarterback.
All right, Dave. Let's
I
hear
got
it. I'm gonna
got a
let Dave
question.
speak. Go ahead, Pancho.
Did they leave Jaden Daniels in the game too long for the last game?
Did they? Who the hell
I
said
didn't
that?
watch it, man. I refused. I didn't watch it. I stat looked on that one.
Who said that? Somebody commented on that?
Yeah, there was comments. There was stuff out there that I seen that Jaden Daniels. I understand he's playing Georgia State. I mean, how he played him, mid into the fourth quarter. Was that a dib? I mean, I know in football is you got to stop me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Jerry said it's football and hokey pokey. Hey,
Yeah, I mean,
Darren,
it's fucking Georgia State. I mean, I don't know.
Darren, Jerry said, Jerry Drain said his football turned into the hokey pokey round and round.
It did, man. It did.
I love Jerry.
So
Listen up. Next up, y'all. This is going to be a day special. Buffalo at Philly.
Ooh, that's a fucking game.
Buffalo
man.
is getting 3.5.
I am
Over
on
under
Buffalo.
48.5.
I think Buffalo is going to win this fucking game, man. I really do feel that way.
Hey,
Huh?
have you seen Buffalo play lately? That's
Man,
like going to
I
Burger
like-
King and Chalmette. Sometimes you get your food, other times they tell you to go around and get it.
Hey, I'll say this, man. I saw what I think. Here's my thing, man. Joe Brady is definitely a step up from Ken Dorsey. I was a big Ken Dorsey hater from day one. I've been talking shit about Dorsey for years.
Yeah, he's
I've never really liked Ken Dorsey, man. I think Brady, another weekend, man. Listen, dude. I think Josh Allen, Dalton Kincaid. I think Gabe Davis has to get touches. Diggs has to get more than 3 catches or whatever he had. But I think they're really balanced on offense, but they just got to get their key players the ball a little bit better. But I think Joe Brady figures that out, man. I think it's a hell of a game, but I think Buffalo wins by a field goal.
Ooh, I'm definitely taking the birds on this one because Josh Allen leads the league in interceptions again, and Philly's defense puts pressure on you.
Go ahead, Pancho.
If Buffalo can sustain some kind of running game, then yeah, I'm gonna go Buffalo. I think they might have hit hot iron with Joe Brady. That change of pace, that little jolt. It could give them that little extra energy they needed. You seen the output they put up last game was 36 points and 39 points.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Well,
can't ask better than that.
Go ahead, Fatty.
Eagles.
Listen, let me tell you what. This is my opinion on this game, and I'm going with Dave on this one. I think Patrick Mahomes would have had any type of help at receiver.
Yeah,
That game last night wouldn't have been close.
right.
I think Philly can be had, and I think Josh Allen's going to have a field day, and I don't think this game's going to be close. I
think
Buffalo,
Josh Allen's a way better quarterback than
I got
Jalen
Buffalo easily within my 10. Easily.
Hey, so Richie, me and you right now, we bet a hamburger. I'm taking Philly plus 10.
Wait a minute. You want
You just
Oh,
said
plus
that.
10. Wait,
all
hold
right,
on.
Buffalo's
you
gonna
got
win
it.
by
You
10.
got it. You got it. You got it. Yep, you got it.
He said
Yep.
Porter hamburger too.
No.
Ooh.
We're gonna go to Moonshine's.
Moonshine's okay.
I bet.
What about tags? I like tags.
No, we can go to Moonshine's out in Metairie, dude.
Got it. All right. Good. Good. All right. You got it. Who you got,
So-
Patty?
Who I have?
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now.
Buffalo. Oh my God. Who you got,
Hey, I'm
Pancho?
gonna say this. I think Josh Allen proves who the better quarterback is this game,
Yeah.
man. And I think it's not even close. I think
I'm
Josh
been a
Allen's the better
Buffalo guy.
QB.
You've
What's
been
up, Shane?
You've been a Josh Allen hater, bro. I don't know why you're on the
Who?
train now.
Who, me?
Who?
Yeah, you hated Josh Allen.
Because what I seen from Philly last night was they are vulnerable in that secondary. I'm sorry.
I agree with Richie. That's not the same defense as last year. They're missing Chauncey. They're missing a couple other pieces. They're missing that coaching as well.
Listen,
I think Philly's a good team, but they can be had.
Listen,
They definitely can be had.
it's far gone. If the Chiefs if the Chiefs still had Tyreek Hill in that game last night, the Chiefs win by 14 easily. Easily.
Ricky, you can't play the fucking what if game. What if?
Why can't you?
What if?
Okay, but I can play the what if game when
I would say if they could catch the football, yeah. If they had
if
decent
you had
receivers,
Randy Moss
then
and Calvin Johnson.
I get what you're saying, but I don't have to play the what if game when I know Stephon Diggs is going to torch every quarterback on Philly's team.
I'm telling you, Richie, Dalton Kincaid, dude, is going to be one of the top 3 tight ends in the league.
You gonna see? You gonna see what?
Dalton Kincaid, dude, I think he's going to be their best pass catcher going forward. I'm going to make a bold statement there.
Because of Dalton Kincaid exposing Philly's linebackers. That would be
you might be right there, D. You might be right there. You might be right. All right, y'all. Next up, we got Kansas City at the Las Vegas Raiders. Woo. Kansas City -9, over under is 43. Why is everybody so quiet?
Because it's like you would think that I would say definitely take Kansas City, but the Raiders, I don't know, man. They've been a little bit, they've had a little more swag lately. They're trending a little
Kansas
up.
City scored 9 more than anybody they playing right now. I mean, they haven't dominated anybody. They've been what pretty much there.
Ryan's got KC. Ryan's got KC. Jerry's got the Raiders. Joseph's got KC over. Wow.
I kind of with that KC over thing. I'm kind of there with that too.
I'm gonna take the Raiders and over because I think they really playing for Antonio Pierce because they really want this dude to be their coach next year. And as a player, I'm sure we all played ball before. Like we said before, players like to play for certain coaches.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go Kansas City. I think they're gonna bounce back. I think I'm gonna take Kansas City in the over.
So I'm the only one going Raiders.
I'm going Raiders.
That's just so y'all know that's Fatty's team. That's his team.
That is my team.
Shane ain't chirping in right now, but Shane's pissed off the Raiders right now. Raiders fan.
Fatty's been a Raiders fan even when it was terrible.
Since Tecmo Bowl?
Ever since straight out of Compton.
Once you realize Bo Jackson was a badass in Tecmo Bowl, man.
Lance has got the Raiders.
I like them in the 80s, the Madden and a la Zato and shit. I like them all.
Next up we got Baltimore at the Chargers. It's a dumpster fire. Good Lord.
Wait, who?
Baltimore is at the Chargers.
Oh, Baltimore.
Let me tell you something. You know what's weird about this game? The spread's only 3.5.
I take Ravens.
That's bullshit. Listen to me. If the Chargers win this game, you can go ahead and chapter it and send you a letter to Vegas telling them, thanks for rigging sports, assholes.
Brian says NWA.
Bro, I'm taking the Ravens like 90% of the country.
Yeah.
And if they lose, that's bullshit.
Baltimore. Ryan's got Baltimore. Jerry's got Baltimore. Oh, man.
That's a good job to have right now.
The Chargers can't beat themselves right now.
I'm saying
no, and isn't Bosa done? And Bosa's done for the year, right?
Joseph's got the Chargers. Oh Lord.
Wait, somebody took the Chargers?
Yeah.
Who took the Chargers?
Joseph took the Chargers. I don't know.
Shane.
The problem with the Chargers is you got
and Joseph.
I mean, Keenan Allen's a hell of a player,
Shane,
but he's going against some great
Shane
cover
took
guys.
The Chargers.
I don't see how they're going to get the offense consistently, man, in this game.
Oh, man, I don't know about that. But, hey, I mean, I guess only 3 points. Maybe they hoping to fail.
Lance has got the Ravens. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think there's a little – I'll take what's the over-under, Rich?
Over-under is 47.
I may go under and take the Ravens in that, but, I mean, it's – golly. I don't know, man. I don't see any way the Chargers could win this game, but, hey, man, shit happens. Like Darren said, we'll see.
Chicago. Next up, Chicago at Minnesota. Chicago is getting 3.5. Over under is 43.
Chicago getting 3.5?
Yep.
Man, they got Fields back. Herbert's back. I don't know, man. It's an interesting one, man.
I'm taking the Vikings, man. I think people underestimate.
Where is it at?
It's in Minnesota.
That's a hard place to play. Yeah.
I've been there. Trust me, it's loud as hell in there.
I'm gonna take the Vikings on this one.
That goddamn skull. Skull. This shit drive you crazy. But the over-under is 43.
That's an intriguing over-under, man. That's a tough one.
I'm going to take Vikings and over.
Ryan's got Minnesota. Joseph's got Minnesota. Lance got the Bears. And Jerry's got the Bears and over.
I'm going to take the Vikings and over.
Who you got, Pancho?
I'm going to take the Vikings. The Bears are that close to getting 1 and 2, so they got to keep that record maintained, you know?
Dad, who you got?
Vikings.
Dave.
Man, I'm going to go against the grain. I think Fields has got to show that he's the future there, and I think he's playing every game, like he wants to be that franchise quarterback. So, I mean, hey, I'm going to go Bears. I think it's a close game, though. I think
Who you got, Coach?
I already said what I got.
Yeah,
Got
man.
it.
Vikings.
All right, listen. Look. I want to get everybody's opinion real quick while we got all our callers on. I mean,
All our callers and shit.
Call number 3. Anyway, who is right now is your season MVP? Whether it be quarterback, running back, I don't care. Me and Dave talked about it earlier. I want it on record. Right now, who's your season MVP? I'll start with you, Dave.
I'm going to have to say, man, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to probably have to go C.J. Stroud. And I know it's rare the rookie gets that award, but I mean, right now, shit. I think him off that team, they're a 1-win, 2-win team.
Go ahead, Darren.
Rookie of the year, I'm definitely going with C.J. Stroud. But my MVP right now is going to have to be Lamar Jackson.
Good choice.
All right, Fatty, who you got?
I can't give you anybody. I'm gonna be honest. I can't give you anybody right now. This year's just been all fucked up. There's no front runners really. If you think about it,
I think Tyreek needs to be in that conversation. I will say that for a non-quarterback.
Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts and everybody else.
What about Tyreek Hill?
Yeah, I think Tyreek should be in that top 3.
Shane put Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, I think there's another. Hey, I'm going to say this.
Ryan says TJ.
I'll say this: there's another Hill that should probably be in the top 5. Let's be real, So I think you take that guy off the Saints, and there's no heart, man, on that offense.
He's the MVP of our team, hands down.
Yeah.
Joseph said AJ Brown.
I mean, he's had a great run, but man, I think you can still.
Let me ask y'all something. Why isn't nobody saying Christian McCaffrey?
I was just about to say that. Why is no one saying him?
He's got to be. But if there's a non-quarterback, I think it's got to be Tyreek Hill.
Agreed. Dave, would you not agree with me? Other than Tyreek Hill, there's nobody more important to the offense.
No. As far as non-quarterbacks, then I would say Tyreek Hill 1, Christian McCaffrey 2. I think Tyreek just changed that whole Miami team. They got swag, they got the deep ball, they got plays being made. He made Tua incredible.
Jalen Hurts with the tush push, whatever, Philly fucking push, whatever.
I wouldn't disagree with that, Poncho. I wouldn't disagree with him.
I mean, with that in his back pocket and he's number on his feet and he's got a decent arm. He doesn't make the big mistakes.
Hey, y'all forget about one too. Don't forget about Chicago's punter.
So listen, we can debate all day long, and I just want to dive in because we've halfway through the season. We talking about Tyreek? Is Tyreek the best receiver in football right now?
Yes.
It's hard to argue, man. I mean, it's hard. I mean, he's the most consistent. Look at his numbers the last few years. I mean, he blows everybody away.
You got AJ Brown and you got somebody else who just broke a record for like the most games at 150.
The only thing I argue with Darren on that is AJ Brown got shut down last night for whatever reason.
You don't see Tyreek Hill with
you don't see Tyreek get shut down like that.
Yeah, you don't see 1 catch and 8 yards from Tyreek Hill.
I'm not going to make excuses.
When Buffalo beat him, didn't Buffalo beat Miami early in the season?
Yeah, but he had a 70-yard catch.
No, I thought what he had 80 total yards.
Yeah, but AJ Brown only had 1 catch, do 8 yards.
But that's crazy.
The weather was
get shut down too. But who's the other receiver I'm talking about?
It didn't seem to hurt Devontae Smith. The weather, Poncho.
It affects some people. It is what it is.
Hey,
I agree. I'm not disagreeing with you on that. I agree.
Receiver who's got a lot of yards this year too. He just broke a record for the most consecutive games with 150 yards.
Who's that? Amon-Ra St. Brown or Puka Nacua? One of them. No. I'm trying to think.
No. Shit.
Over 150 yards?
Yeah, he had like 3 straight games of 150 yards.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, I mean.
You like him? You like Amon St. Brown?
I do like him.
Yeah.
You know what school he went to? You don't even know.
He's from here.
You know what school he went to?
Where?
USC. That's where he's from.
Me and Richie have a little debate going on Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think we had a little debate on that.
I thought it was something about a school that was relevant. Sorry.
But Richie, y'all ready to wrap it on up?
Yeah, we are. We do got a debate. I still think Olave is better than Amon St. Brown.
Oh, come on.
I do.
when he runs his routes and he gives a shit, yes.
See, Dave.
I think Amon-Ra's like a top 8 receiver in my opinion. I don't think Chris is there. I think Chris has potential to be there, but I don't think he's there yet.
No, because
Pancho, all right, but listen. Before we get off, Pancho and Darren, I want to see if you agree with me. If Olave was in Kansas City with Patrick Mahomes, is he a top 10 receiver?
top 5.
Yeah.
Pancho?
I mean, you seen what Winston came in and
Oh, come on. Come on. Yeah, Winston came in and overthrew everybody about 30 fucking yards.
Oh.
I mean,
Well, listen,
shit.
we're going to listen.
He completed all 51% of his passes.
We're going to wrap it up.
He scored 14 more points than Derek Carr was going to score.
It's too bad he didn't score any in that Green Bay game. That'd be a win we had.
Darren, you want to share something? Darren, you want to share something?
Come on, he didn't have one drive.
Okay, listen, let Darren share something before we go. What's up?
Yeah, let's do that.
Shout out to Caden Foster. He plays for St. Charles Catholic. I shared the post in the page with y'all. I came on late, so hopefully we get to talk about it next time. But just a quick story about him. He had to have a liver transplant. Ashna doctors told him that he could play ball again. They would do whatever. Children's told him he wouldn't be able to play. They didn't know if he's gonna make it, man. It was a really bad situation. The kid was in trouble. He's a friend of mine who I actually met at the Saints game, son. And this week, he's up for NOLA Sports Player of the Week.
Wow.
He had a block field goal that returned for a touchdown, and then I think a kickoff return for 70 yards. And they didn't think he was going to play ball again, man. And so y'all know the story because I shared it with y'all.
Yep.
But I wanted to give a shout out to him. And if y'all can, go on NOLA Prep and go vote for him.
Thank you. Sure do that. Thank you for sharing that, Darren. That's a touchy story, man. I tell you, that's real life right there. Also, too, I want to send a shout out before I go to my Shaw Eagles. Let's go, baby. We taking on Kennedy this week. We took care of Evangeline. Next on, we're going against Canada. Let's do this. Thank you, Fatty. Listen, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Y'all can say it individually. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. The comments were funny. It was so humorous. Hey, Pancho, Dave, Darren, Chris, Fatty, thank y'all, man. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Enjoy time with y'all family, man.
Happy Thanksgiving, man.
Peace out, y'all.
All right, who that?
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.